Good afternoon, curling fans, and welcome to the Everest Canadian Senior Curling Club Championships. We are live from the Community First Curling Centre in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario for draw number 7. Today our featured game is a men's Pool A game with Team Saskatchewan taking on the team from the Northwest Territories. I'm your host, Peter Stesky. We've had a great week so far up here in Sault Ste. Marie. Our battle today is for Pool A. We're moving closer to the playoffs for sure. Saskatchewan team off to a 2-1 start this week. Wins over Newfoundland and Labrador and New Brunswick. Their lone loss coming to Quebec. And for the Territories, 0-3 start for these guys, so it's do or die for them. Need a win to stay alive. Saskatchewan's going to start with the hammer. Throwing lead stones for the Northwest Territories out of the Yellowknife Curling Center is Richard Klakowicz. Second is Franz Juba. Third, Brian Kellen. And their skip, Glenn Huddy. For Saskatchewan, one of the pre-tournament favorites, I would say. They curl out of the Nitana Curling Club in Saskatoon. Lead, Rory Golinowski. Second, Corey Kohutch. Their third, Mark Lane. And their skip, Daryl McKee. Center guard goes up here to start the first. Seen a lot of that this week. Teams don't really wait too long to get at the action. Get a bunch of rocks in play early. For those of you who watched our last game, they traded threes to start the game. It was Manitoba versus Nova Scotia, and it looks like we're going to do the same thing here. Perfect come around there by Rory. Richard will now try to follow him down. Richard, a left-handed player, throwing his in turn. Patient sweepers here, just waiting for this one to settle in. That's a perfect shot. What a start here. 3 perfect stones by the leads. Rory's going to throw down the same path he just did. Probably has to take just a hair off of it.
Pretty good. Little room, little bit of room. Not bad though. Only Corey in.
Rory's a two-time Brier participant. Also won a Grand Slam title, I believe, curling with Bruce Corte. Played in 2000 and 2004 Brier. And what a start we have here. Leeds have done their job this end. Skip from the Territories is sort of looking at the situation like he's surprised that the curling can be this good. Doesn't know what to do. As with most of the teams, a lot of experience out here for both squads. Go through the resumes as they throw. This is Franz Juba throwing his first rock of the game. This is his 3rd Canadian Seniors. Played in 2018, 19, and 21. Won't be happy with that one as that slides through the rings. Good opportunity now for Saskatchewan to peel this guard off, maybe roll for a corner. Throwing second stones is Corey Kohutch.
Yep. Keep her going. Keep her going. Right up.
Good shot there by Corey. He's a 2019 Canadian Senior Men's Champion. They won the gold medal. And he's also played in the Everest Canadian Curling Club competition and won the gold in 2014. Also participated 2016 2016, 2018. And for those of you who've been watching, we were in Ottawa last week at the Hunt Club for an amazing event put on by Curling Canada and Everest. Everest's first year sponsoring that event. Congratulations to teams from Northern Ontario who won the ladies. Nova Scotia won the men's. In addition to their Canadian championship, they're off to Las Vegas for 4 nights, all expenses paid trip by Everest to the Men's World Curling Championship, where they'll receive their championship paraphernalia again. Just showing the level of commitment Everest has, not only to the sport, but to the players, really trying to enhance the player experience. So second shot here for Corey. Throwing his out turn off the center line. Roy jumped on this one early, might be a hair tight.
Really hard. Okay.
Able to hold it. Good look at what's going on in the rings there. Those yellows are a decent angle for Saskatchewan with the hammer. Tight guard being called here by Skip Glenn for his third, Brian Kellen. Brian's done a ton of coaching and playing at the national level. Played in the Brier in the year 2000. Just before our dear friend Randy Furby went on his run, 2001, 2, 3, and 5. Also played in a Canadian Mixed Championship 2010, and this is his, I gotta count, 8th, 9th senior provincial here. 9 times to the Everest Senior Championship, and Everest has sponsored 7 of those years. First stone here from Mark Lane. Again, pretty simple shot, just looking to play the peel. This is Mark's 4th time in the seniors as well. 2014, 17, and 18, his previous appearances. Sort of like Groundhog Day to start. Northwest Territory is going to throw up the guards. Saskatchewan's going to peel them off. Indication is Brian could be a hair heavy on this one. Got to be careful. Don't want to slip into the rings here, set up a double potentially. But the weight came off it, ends up in a perfect spot. So another out-turn peel here for Mark will bring us to Skip Rocks. Good clean throw there, no mistake on the peel. Getting late in the end now. You might see the territories draw around these 3 stones that are gathered in the top 12, top 8 foot. We're going to play the out-turn draw here. It sets up a better angle. If they play the in-turn, you might set up a situation where they could play yellow onto green, and the greens disappear and the yellows stay. So a smart choice of turn. First rock here for Skip Glenn Huddy. Again, they're playing out of the Yellowknife Curling Center, Northwest Territories. Glenn wrote up his favorite curling moment, but it's about as long as War and Peace, so I'm not going to be able to fit that one in on air. This is his 8th Canadian Seniors. They decided to play that one short. I probably would have gone in myself. Saskatchewan lying one now with the hammer. They can draw right around everything, which is the danger in throwing that rock short. And if they're able to sink this one in here, they could set up a potential 3-ender. Real nice opportunity here. We do draw closest to the button to determine the hammer, so both teams basically melt down the path towards the 4-foot. So this is going to be pretty similar line to what they would have played in practice. Do some work on Q2 for Team Cooey, and earlier this year Daryl made an appearance taking on Team Kevin Cooey. I believe that was in Swift Current. Played in the 2009 Canadian Mixed. And this is his 5th trip to the Canadian Senior Men's. He is a 2019 Canadian Senior Men's champion. Also won the 2002 Masters, the Grand Slam Masters. It was the first ever Grand Slam event for anyone from the province of Saskatchewan, until Matt Dunstone picked up the 2019 Masters title in North Bay. This one's sliding right to the button, just a hair deep, fully buried. Just a testament to how good this ice is here in Sault Ste. Marie. So a good shot, but also an opportunity for the Northwest Territories. If they can follow him down, they'll be able to freeze on top of this and force a really tough shot for one. But a small mistake, and it could be 3 points on the board for Saskatchewan. So they're going to really have to zone in on the weight here. Final shot of the first for the team out of the Yellowknife.
Where's the weight?
So much wider path. It will curl if he has the weight, but this thing is not slowing down yet. And an unfortunate miss, and now a pretty simple shot here for Daryl. He just threw down this path. He needs to bite the 8-foot to get his team out to a 3-0 lead. Dream start here if you're Saskatchewan. They'd love to win this game, pick up their 3rd win against 1 loss. They'd probably be about 1 game away from advancing to the playoff round. We do carry over round robin records, unlike last week where we played a modified double knockout in championship pool play. So every win that you can pick up is vital in the round robin. Last rock draw here. Daryl McKee outturn, needs the 8-foot for 3.
Line's good. A lot of rotation. Got room. Whoa. Clean it. Clean it. Just clean it up. Clean it up.
Boys seem to like the weight. And you can put 3 points on the board in the first. The team out of the Nutana representing Saskatchewan. Jump out to the early lead on the Northwest Territories. We'll be updating you on other scores as they pop out. Full flight of 8 games today, men's and ladies action out on the sheet. Right beside me, Team Alberta with Skip Cheryl Bernard, the 2010 Olympic silver medalist and a TSN broadcaster, is playing Team Newfoundland. Alberta off to a slow start in the event. They're 1-2, but they would definitely be one of the pre-event favorites, but they got some work to do now. No easy games in this field. We mentioned earlier the last 6 men's champions are here. For the ladies, Sherry Anderson's a 3-time champion. You have Marianne Arsenal representing BC. She's a 5-time Scotties champion. Sherry Madaw lost the last Canadian Seniors in an extra, and she represents Ontario. So a pretty stacked field here, men's and ladies.
Oh, played this all over again. Okay.
3-0 lead for Saski. They play their shot into the rings. Territories will throw up a guard here. It's a tough way to start, but with the 5-rock rule and this beautiful ice service, they will have a chance to get some rocks in play and create some opportunities. I want to give a real shout out to the Community First Curling Center for providing such a wonderful surface to play. Probably running 14.5 seconds hog to hog. Lots of curl to the wings and the center. Guard might have slid out a little bit wider than they thought or wanted. It's going to guard mostly just a 12-foot. Rory's got about the thickest head of hair I've seen in curling. He and Tetley used to be sort of the red version of that. We used to joke that Tetley was sponsored by CCM because his hair looked like a hockey helmet. Jaffa. Rory's been a good player for a long time out of Saskatchewan. 2 good stones to start this end. It's going to be a freeze opportunity for Richard Klakowicz. Intern freeze for the lefty. Normally a lefty in will curl more than the righty out. But in this spot, I don't think it matters. We've seen all week, this is the spot on the ice where it curls the most. Great scrub by the guys, able to bring that right down to the face. And I'll tell you, Richard's off to a great start in this game. Franz will now try to freeze to the rock that was just thrown. Brusher's waiting patiently on this one for it to pick up the break. Don't think they have to sweep it. You don't really want to bounce. Just overswept it a hair. But enough that there's a double available, or you could just play a straight hit and roll. You might get both, actually. Just hit the yellow one here.
Okay,
spills out. And then roll your shooter underneath the guard. We've seen a lot of over curling in this spot with the hits. It's hard to believe how much it curls here, even with weight. And they've pounced on this one right out of the thrower's hand as well. Hit the wrong side of the stone. Didn't leave a great setup on the center line, but was able to kill one of the yellows. Open hit now. Probably like to roll in and lie 2 if possible. Gonna roll out though. Like I said, they're in a pretty good situation in the center. Their yellow is buried behind a green one in the top 12. There's a center guard.
Peel up front.
I think you probably have to play this peel. Yeah. Not a great situation that the Northwest Territories is in right now.
Take the roll, Rich. Take it over.
Small mistake there, unable to roll the shooter. So maybe an opportunity here Throw another guard up, I guess. I don't know. You're up 3-0. Do you want more guards in play? If you throw the straight guard on this rock, the Northwest Territories could ignore everything and just draw around and try to set up a 2 that way. But I don't really know what other choice you have. You could... I don't think you want to peel that one, so I like this call here. Going to throw another guard. Hopefully, they're thinking maybe the Northwest Territories will have to waste a rock peeling this one.
Line's really good, guys. Yep. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Just clean in. Cleaned in. Yep. Good. That's good. That's good. Sweet.
That's a well-placed stone there.
Good sweep, boys. Little light.
Playing the out turn. I think they're playing the peel. If you're going to peel here, you could try the double just to open up your out turn draw. No mistake made there, though. Imagine Saskatchewan will replace the guard. So Mark Lane just trying to throw down the same shot he just threw. I think it's late enough in the end that I might play the come around if I was the Territories trailing by 3. It's not as easy as it looks. The hole's fairly big, but it does curl a lot. So it's not like you can just paper that center guard. You're actually going to be closer to the corner guard on the way by if you're going to make a good draw here. This rock here is almost in the way of a draw down this path. They could elect to play the in-turn draw if they want. They are going to take on this one.
Outside, switch.
Second shot here for Brian Kellen in the second end, throwing third stones for the Northwest Territories, trailing Saskatchewan 3-0. Like I said, it curls a lot here. They got caught on that because his weight was pretty nice.
Get it in. Get it in.
Rock did spill into the rings, buried. It's the good news. The bad news is Saskatchewan lies 1. Rock fairly lost in behind cover, and they'll have an opportunity now to play this same out-turn draw. It's quite a bit easier, though, because that corner guard was moved. Or the center guard was moved.
I think it was probably back 8, I think, eh? Yeah. Rubbed off that. Probably back. Definitely back 8.
Brian's rock might have actually even been heavy, and it still wrecked on the guards. So
All right.
Daryl's had a pretty good handle on this ice. If anything, I'd be taking a shade more, though. He's playing about 4 feet of curl here. Once it starts going, there's no real way to stop it. They haven't touched it yet for line or weight. I think the line is perfect. Just a matter of whether you can get the speed right.
Back here.
And that is a very nice throw.
It's all right.
Just an inch behind the pinhole. Now lie 2. And a very tough spot again for Glenn Huddy. Looking to bail his team out, and he doesn't have a lot of room to do so. He's got to come up with the goods here with this out-turn draw.
Just a little cleaner there than that. less on this side showing you at least 3/4 pound.
Going away.
Yeah. I think this side maybe. What did you think on your guard?
Even if he makes this for shot rock, I think you'll see Saskatchewan follow him down, but throw it short, block the path, and
I was trying to
really don't see a way in for 2 here. So
a little lighter with the first one.
advantage Saskatchewan right now. Big shot here for Glenn. And it does not look light.
Franz.
Could curl enough to play the tap though.
Yeah, Rich, hard. Hard. Franz, finish, Franz, switch.
Great sweep by the guys here. Trying to carve that one over, and an excellent shot by Glenn. That's a game saver early. I know we're only in the second end, but if he misses that, it could be an opportunity for a steal of 2 or 3. And I don't think you want to get down 5 or 6 to these guys.
Scared of something? You said run.
Like I said before he threw it, that's a great shot by Glenn, and he bails out the team. But now I think Darryl can just sort of block the path there, and I don't think there'll be a way in to score a second point.
Let's freeze, Mark. Let's freeze. Yeah, I'm a little short.
Gonna play the freeze. Just have to be careful, obviously, to not bounce off here.
2, right? So I'm going to give you last.
I'm not sure that the freeze gets you any more than the straight guard does, to tell you the truth. Main thing you want to accomplish here is just to block the path.
Room! Yep, line's good. Oh, room now.
Lots of room!
Room now. Whoa, just leave it.
Whoa then.
Whoa.
They've gone to the audible, playing the guard. Professional miss there by Darryl. Really good shot.
I threw that really passively.
Now Glenn has to go way out wide. This would be wider even than where you would have played in your draw to the button. So there's going to be a guess on weight and line here. And even if you pair both up perfectly, I'm still not sure you can get a piece of the button for 2. They've got their single wrapped up for sure. So final rock here of the second end. Glenn Huddy trying to make the wide in-turn draw, put 2 up on the board.
Yep. Switch.
He got all the way out to it, and it is still curling. Looks pretty light to me. Good attempt, hard guess out there.
Good judge, guys.
But a great first shot by the skipper gives them a single. They'll trail Saskatchewan 3-1 as we go to the third end. We've got a blank next door in the Alberta, Newfoundland and Labrador ladies game. Manitoba women scored 3 in the second, take a 3-0 lead over Nunavut. Ladies from the Northwest Territories took advantage of their hammer in the first and scored 2 against Ontario. The Alberta men lead BC 2-0 after 2. A blank in the PEI Saskatchewan ladies game to start the first. And that's about what I can see because there's a bunch of dividers in the way. This is an 8-sheet curling club split into 4 on each side. Beautiful facility. Nice old school curling feel to it. Great, lots of space for people to watch. Two different levels. Great bar area up top. They've done a great job here with the Harnan brothers running the event here in the Sioux. No stranger to championship curling themselves. It's EJ and Ryan Harden's dad, Eric, their uncle, Al.
Nose. Just throw nice regular.
There was praise in Richard last end. Then, of course, the announcer's jinx. He slips his guard into the ring, so an opportunity now for Rory to play an open hit. If I was playing against Cooey's team, I might miss in the rings on purpose and make Benny hit, but I'm going to trust that Rory's going to make this one.
Good sweep, Corey.
Not only does he knows that, but the rock, as you can see, is not on the rings, and I don't think it matters. Down 3-1. Wouldn't be advisable to make a play on that anyway if you're the Northwest Territories, so they're going to throw up the center guard. No mistake on this one. Nice spot. Rory's going to play this in-turn draw. He played a couple times in the first end, made them both, so he'll know the spot. He'd love to sink this full 8 foot. These guys were too scared to fill out their bios. It's too bad. Could have had some fun with that. You could always just make up stuff about them, I guess.
Okay, we're by. We're by. It's okay, we're by. We're by. Room. Tuck it, Corey. Just top 8, though. Yep.
Another good come around here.
Good shot. Oh, boy.
Rory's on a bit of a heater to start this game. He's got a real good feel for the ice. The lead, Richard, his favorite team is the Edmonton Oilers, and I know Terry Meek, coach of Alberta ladies team sitting beside me, will not be a fan of that. Terry lives in Calgary and is a diehard Flames fan. He's shaking his head right now. Not a big fan of the Oilers, eh, Terry? Oh, he doesn't even cheer for the Flames, even though he's from Calgary. No wonder no one likes him in town either. Boston Bruins fan. I'm a Habs fan, but I'll still be friends with Terry because he's an all-around good guy. It's not his fault he doesn't know anything about hockey. Nice come around tap there by Franz is going to force the peel here. This shot probably dictated by the score a little as well. Out-turn peel for Corey Kohutch.
It's good. Good.
I hope Randy's listening upstairs, because we've been doing, I think this is what, game 17, 20. This is game 22 I've done, and we finally found somebody. They don't specifically list Randy as their favorite player, but their favorite sports team is the Furby 4. So congrats, Randy. You finally got some love from these bios. Although Franz's favorite curler is Ben Hebert, so I don't know if he's that good a judge of character either. They're playing the wide in-turn here. I think originally they were hoping for a guard, but they jumped on this one late, tried to play the audible. The come around just whiskered off their front one.
Kind of like this one. I like that. I like that. You want to just throw this?
Option to hit either stone here if you're Saskatchewan. They're going to play the one on the center line. Play a little flop in front of their own or behind the corner.
Whoa, clean. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Go, Mark. Yep, go, Mark. Good shot. Really good.
Good shot there, just to roll away from the center line.
Good throw, Corey. Attaboy.
Patient call here from Glenn. He doesn't want too many of these yellows to
Good throw.
come into the rings here, so instead of just selling the farm, he's going to play the hit and roll over towards the other yellow. Brian Kellen's favorite curler is Harvey Mazinski. He won the 1973 Brier, curling out of Saskatchewan. I think Randy lost the semifinals of that one. Squeaks past the guard, makes a great little roll. Kicks off of the Yellowstone, stays buried behind what is a very short guard though, so there's short run back available for Saskatchewan, or they could hit the open. I sort of like the run back here. Mark Lane, out-turn run back. If you hit it a hair high, you might even redirect it somewhere over towards the other greenstone. Just cleaning it, so it must be close. And a good shot. Chance now for Brian to play the in-turn hit. He can roll in behind those two yellows, or even keep rolling all the way across, split the rings here, get some separation on his greens. Well played end here so far for the Northwest Territories.
Whoa!
This one got away from him a bit. Working hard to carve it. Might be right in the crotch of the two stones. Gonna kill the yellow, but also kills his own green.
Sorry about that, guys.
Just a little bit of problem with the landing gear. We've all been there before. Great chance now though with the hammer. No center guards up. Saskatchewan can
I
hit
think we play that. With just
and
this
lie
again.
two.
Same way.
Darryl letting them know he doesn't love the nose here. He feels the nose might set up a double, so they have to roll one way or the other. I think they've opted to roll behind this guard. I might roll the other way. Don't want to gather my stones too much.
Hard. All the way. Hard all the way. Hard all the way. Get something. Any roll is good. Okay, that's good. That's really good. Good throw.
Rolls almost edge on edge. There's a roll underneath the guard, but you really have to earn it here. You're gonna have to drop the weight, probably throw something in the area, hack, maybe board.
Good board.
So I heard him tell the front end he's looking for board weight here. He's got to navigate that one just short of the rings. Could probably roll, I would say, at least 3/4 buried with a good one here. Signal is the weight is up, so they're going to try to carve it.
All right, Rich.
Richard working
All the way, Rich.
real hard
All the
on
way.
this one, even just to get one to stay in the rings.
Whoa.
So they rolled quite a ways away. It's bad news really because now they've taken away any opportunity to roll. So the only way to get one in behind that yellow staggered situation would be the draw. It'll go in there for sure, but you're risking giving up 3. Darryl would love to just nose hit this one here.
I think this will be reasonably little. It'll be nice. Just nice regular edge rock. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Darryl throwing the in-turn hit here. Looks like about ice for normal weight. Love to stick around.
Little hop. Up.
If he rolls out, it makes that come around a lot easier, less risky for the Northwest Territories to play. It's a good clean throw. Bruce Cordy used to play seniors with these guys. He's taking the year off this year. One of the gentlemen of the sport. He skipped the team to a 2002 Grand Slam victory.
It kind of drifted a little bit.
Yeah, it drifted against the wall.
So Territories have decided not to take the risk of drawing around. It's not a great steal opportunity anyway. A miss would set up another 3-ball, so they're going to play the open hit and just hope they get a mistake from Darrell and maybe a rollout and a force. Final shot here in the second end.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Rick.
Glenn's a Rough Rider fan. I don't know anything about the CFL, but I think they lost the semifinal, the West Semi, on the weekend. To be honest, I don't know for sure that they were in it, but oh, I got the Manitoba ladies yelling. I take it the Blue Bombers beat them. I'm from Toronto, so we don't watch a lot of CFL. We don't have a great CFL audience, and we don't really have an NHL team to cheer for either, so.
Yeah, this side should be good, I think. This side.
Glenn unable to roll in for shots, so Darrell's got a real good feel here for draw weight. He only needs to bite the 8-foot, so he's opting to play the in-turn draw here. Similar spot to where Rory's been playing his. Great chance to open up the game here, leading 3-1. Chance to put 2 more on the board.
Clean it. Yep, 8-foot, 8-foot. Okay.
Sweet, guys.
Let's wait, Joe.
No mistake there by Team Saskatchewan. They're out to a 5-1 lead after 3. Taking control of this game early, hoping to run their record up to 3 wins and a loss. We got Ryan Harnan reaching out to me, telling me the Leafs are going to win the Cup this year. Poor Ryan, he sends me the same text every year. He's also a big San Francisco 49ers fan, and they picked up the provincial title, one of their 17. And they were driving home when the Niners were playing, I think it was about 2 years ago when they played the Chiefs for the Super Bowl. And Niners had pretty good control of that one and it slipped away. So I feel for you, Pete. Your teams can't win any championships, but you've won enough yourself, my friend. The 2013 Canadian champion, 2014 Olympic gold medalist, playing out of this club right here. Boys are great representatives of the community. They do a lot of work in this town. Trying to butter Ryan up because he's a monster and I don't want him mad at me.
Hurling now. Yeah, I don't think you can hurt. Let's make it good. Let's make it good, guard. Good shot.
Nice start to the end there for Roy. You're up 4 points. You definitely want your lead stones in the rings here. You don't need anything out front. Out-turn corner guard here for Richard Klakowicz. His favorite food's wings every Wednesday. Randy's is wings every day. So similar but different. He's a lefty, so his favorite curler, again mentioning Team Jacobs here. Their third stone, Mark Kennedy. The guy's coming off an Olympic trials loss to one of their rivals, Team Gushu. Mark will be in the mixed doubles Olympic trials with his partner Val Sweeting, and we just found out last night that Brad Jacobs is going to join up with the 2-time reigning ladies Canadian champion and the defending Canadian mixed doubles champion Carrie Anderson, so they'll be a very, very strong team. Even though Brad Jacobs has never played one game of mixed doubles in his life, I think he makes enough shots, he'll be able to pick it up. I mean, Carrie will have to carry him for a bit for sure, but he'll figure it out.
He's done this before. Same way.
Nice shot there by Rory. In-turn freeze attempt now for Richard. Both leads have had a very good game.
A little less. I got less. I got less. You got more?
Big scrub from the sweepers here, trying to drag this one down. Line was excellent. Weight's going to come up a hair short, but then it ends up in a nice spot, a very usable rock.
Send ours in.
Wow, this is aggressive. Up 5-1. They could play the little yellow onto green. It's their rock out front, so they're allowed to run it back. Darrell's going to stay on the offense here, throw a center guard.
Line's good. Line's good. 31. Line's really
You
good.
want it to be anyone owning the stock market, you want to be long stocks today.
Just hold the line there.
Huge recovery in the market.
Hold the line there. No, it's good. It's good. Really good.
Nice shot there by Corey. Good separation. Team from Yellowknife looking at potentially peeling. That's a real tough spot to be in when you're down 5-1 and you're throwing peels. I didn't spend a lot of time in my career up 5-1, so I didn't really know what to do here. This'll curl. Sort of just about on the nose when he let it go, so it's going to be hard to, they might want to let this one go low side.
Yeah.
Just curled across the face, and that did not work out extremely well if you're throwing green rocks. Left the center, picked out your own back one. It's been that type of start so far for the Territories, but plenty of curling left. We're only in the 4th end here. We play 8 ends with the 5-rock rule. But max pressure can be applied now. Out-turn draw, but they're on it early. This is a spot, it curls huge. And he didn't quite get out to the broom. See if the brushers can hold it.
Yep, still line, yep. Okay, line, yep, keep going.
Excellent scrub. Got to buy both of the guards and into the 8-foot. Perfect spot there. And shout out to Rory and Mark for dragging that one as far as they did. I think this is another peel attempt, but I'm not sure. He's standing down on the tee line as opposed to up by the rock. Gonna assume it's a peel though.
Rich.
Franz's favorite movie is Men with Brooms, Men Without Brooms. I didn't catch that one. I was actually in Men with Brooms. Arguably the worst movie ever made. Out-turn guard now. Obviously Saskatchewan sitting pretty here, up 5-1, 2 rocks right on the center line, short guard. They'd love this to be right around the ER or maybe the tip of the mountain on Everest.
Line's really good. Yep. Line's good. Gotta go. Yep, keep going. Keep going.
Shout out to Mark Duffy of Everest. He rolled into town today. Very active sponsor. He doesn't just write the check and walk away. They're always involved with the athletes, with the host committees, and their curling partner, Curling Canada. Got to know Mark last week. Such a passion for the sport, the players, always trying to find a way of how he can make their experience better.
inside.
Little tight out of the hand here for Brian. They were hoping to hit the tight guard. He's going to clip off the top one here. Wow. That one, Ronnie redirects into the rings. Gonna hang on in the back 12th. Center guard stays up. So that mostly guards the tight center already. So the trouble continues to mount here for the team from Yellowknife. Mark Lane will throw another guard here. This one he'd probably like right on the Everest logo, I would say, right around the ER.
Easy. Get her to halfway would be good. Yep. Good. Good.
Arm bugging you? It's tight.
Yeah, I could come across.
Guard stopped a hair higher than they wanted, but
All right,
let's
same
be
side,
honest,
yeah.
they're in a pretty good situation here. Northwest Territory is going to continue to try to peel their way out of this mess.
Yeah, Rick.
Again, going to cross the face, leave the guard. Now everything on the intern side, access to the rocks in the rings is blocked. Daryl just tried to block the outturn side here.
It seems like it's softer surface tonight. I think we gotta watch. It's gonna smudge a bit, right? That's because okay. It hasn't changed. A little less, Mark.
So Daryl, Skip's dream, just throwing down a center guard here. I used to love throwing guards. Didn't get a chance to very often until I got bumped down to lead.
Mine's good.
Right here.
Gonna have to curl if anything. But it's,
No,
it's good. It's
doesn't
good.
have to curl. It's
It's
fine.
good.
Yeah, this looks good here. The boys are just sort of half sweeping it.
Just clean. Just clean.
That's good. That's good.
Really nice spot. I think you got to draw now if you're Glenn. Too late to peel your way out. You can throw the outturn draw, curls plenty. You can give it a piece of the button. He actually made this draw in the second end. That's how they got their single. Needs to replicate that throw. So facing a mess with his first rock here in the fourth. They can't wait to get to the break. Outturn draw, needs a piece of the button to get shot rock. Slid a hair tight and fed it out like a lot of right-handed outturns are. Speeds lots for now, really needs to slow down. It's definitely not going to be shot rock, and he's going to slide too far, so it's going to be 3 counters right now. Forgot about the one in the back 12 here. Daryl can put this in a spot where I believe it'd be impossible for the Northwest Territories to score. There is the wide intern draw. That's going to be super tough. That's a spot we've played way less. We saw Glenn attempt that shot with his last in the second. It was a very good attempt, but just a real guess on the weight out there. Great view of it there. Those red or yellows are just lost. Good chance to play this come around. Love to get it right to the 4 foot if possible. He could actually bite the button if they had if the line was good enough, and then I don't even think the in-turn draw is going to be there. Final shot in the fourth for Daryl McKee out of the Nutana Curling Club in Saskatoon.
Definitely minimum.
Sweeping hard to get this by the guard. Less weight maybe than what they'd hoped.
Okay.
Get it in if you can, and then you can
Clean it up. Just clean. Just clean.
That completely blocks the out-turn draw there, and that's all you wanted to do. Couldn't afford to be heavy.
that was minimum, but it wasn't going to be heavy.
And now a tall task here for Glenn Huddy. Wide in-turn draw. He's got a paper past this Saskatchewan counter that's nearly biting the button here. Facing 4, down 5-1. Listed his favorite drink as scotch, and he might want to just have a quick belt here at the fourth end break and regroup. Final shot here of the fourth.
Yeah, make sure it's here.
It's in the sweeper's hands now. This is a tough judge.
Yeah,
Like I said, they haven't really been out here except for one attempt earlier. Doing a great job of trying to sweep this one in. Out count as many as they can, and that's a very good throw. Cut him down to a steal of 1. Well swept by the guys, but at the end of 4, it will be Saskatchewan 6, the Northwest Territories 1. We will be right back here from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Senior men's and women's curling championships sponsored by Everest after this commercial break.
Before there was ice, there was our hallway at home. I was always the shy, quiet kid who loved math. But when I saw math come alive in the geometry of the game, I found my passion and my voice. It's a game of precision, a game of inches. It's the equation that now defines who I am.
One might say I was born to overcome challenges. 2 months premature, in and out of the hospital, and a heart condition. My parents call me their miracle baby. As with all survivors, I searched for my place in this world, and I found it here. This pebbled ice is where I battle now, and at only 12, I am already a 5-year veteran of this sport. I have my sights set on the Olympics. I will push hard to get there. The only size that matters in this sport is the size of your dreams.
Sweet, hurry, hurry, hard, hurry, hard, hard, hurry, hard, hard, hard. Yeah! Woo! We should really be curling.
This ice is everything. It's where I come to feel close to her, to feel whole. This building helped raise me when my mother no longer could. When I step on the ice, she steps with me. My dad is my rock. We're a team now, like the four of us when we step on the ice. People say that this isn't a contact sport, but that's not true. It contacts you where you need it the most.
Good afternoon, curling fans, and welcome back to the Everest Canadian Senior Curling Championships. We are live from the Community First Curling Center in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Feature game right now has been all Saskatchewan taking on the Northwest Territories. Saskatchewan out to a 6-1 lead here, coming out of the fourth end break. Territories with the hammer, looking to mount some offense for sure. It's just up in the lounge at the break, and proud to say that Al Hackner, the Iceman, the two-time Canadian and world champion, is in the building. Made his way down from Thunder Bay. Al comes to a lot of the Everest events. They actually said he's never missed an Everest seniors event. Helped out at the Pro-Am, one of the great Canadian curling legends. I had the opportunity to play with Al a few times in my day. Learned a lot, but not enough, or I'd still be curling instead of doing the announcing, but you got to stick with what you're good at. Being said, I might not be that good an announcer. I'm just better at it than I was at playing. Nice corner thrown up there to start this second half of the game. Like I said, it's been all Saskatchewan. Rory, if you were scoring, he'd be at 100% this game. And I'm not talking these fake TV percentages. This is legit. He's put every rock exactly where they've asked for it. It's always great if you have a lead, putting his shots perfectly where you need them just to set up your ends. Here's another example of that.
You got this one.
Richard's had a very good game too, curling out of the Yellowknife Curling Center.
He's close.
He's going to play the intern freeze here. They could hit that stone of Rory's, but that wouldn't make a lot of sense when you're trailing by 5. I actually like throwing another guard here. Just going to rub off the yellow, spill out in the open enough that the hit is available. If you're watching at home, kids, you're down 5 points. You have 2 rocks you can throw into the free guard zone. I suggest you take advantage of both. That was a really close freeze attempt, but now an opportunity for Saskatchewan to eliminate one of the stones. You should always take advantage of the free guard zone given the opportunity. Out-turn hit here across the face for Corey Kohutch.
Whoa, that's good, that's good. Good throw. Really good.
No mistake. Now you just got one corner guard. It's sort of out. Barely guarding any of the 12-foot.
You got this.
Gonna have to play a bunch of freezes and taps and hope for some misses out of the team in green, and there haven't been very many so far.
All the way, all the way.
So he corner freezes to that rock short of the rings. 5 rock rolls over, so they can peel this out. They wouldn't even care if they get rid of 1 or 2 of their yellows.
This will be straighter, I think.
Clean out of the hand here. Good shot by second stone. Corey Kohutch picks that one clean. Franz Juba looking to play the freeze into the pocket here. Freeze to shot rock. Outturn draw. Line looks pretty good, just a matter of the weight.
A lot, doesn't it? A lot. There.
Shot.
Perfect shot. Even got across the face a hair. Can be picked. No run back, no angle there for the runner. So Mark Lane's going to whip an outturn down the center line here. Hit what he can see. These rocks are lively enough that the green rock should go flying if he hits it correctly.
Clean. Yep. Whoa. Yep. 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 Hard. Right up. Okay, that's good.
Haven't met too many teams from Saskatchewan who don't like to hit, and these guys are no exception to that rule. Good throw there by Mark to clean things up. They continue to lie too. You could draw around these guards now, like I know they're in the 12-foot, but the way it curls here at the Community First Curling Center, you can draw right in the back 4, back 8, create some separation. Updating some of the other scores. 9-0 Manitoba ladies leading Nunavut. Alberta looking to win their second in the ladies. Lead Newfoundland and Labrador 3-1. Ontario 6-2 in the ladies. They trailed 2-0. They've scored 6 points in a row. Break open that game a bit over the Northwest Territories. Manitoba men and Quebec men. 2 of the better teams in the event for sure. They are tied at 3. Alberta, BC in the men's. Alberta up 2-1 with the Hammer playing 5, so that's a good spot. PI Saskatchewan ladies tied at 2. Unable to make the run back. Shooter gets out of the way enough. You'll be able to see that green one after a great come around there by Brian. Talked about how much it curls in there. His rock demonstrated that. Now he's going to draw around with the in-turn here around the center. Gotta watch. Pretty easy to set up a short raised double here. I might just draw to the open side. Not really a great opportunity for 3 where the rocks are situated so far. So better chance at scoring your 2 by keeping some distance between your stones. They're going to do a little chap and lie off the outside one and end up basically where he called it.
That worked. Got a little Christmas tree going.
Ends up in an excellent spot.
Had a little more. I wasn't sure what to do out there.
Daryl's got to decide whether he wants to play the short run double, which is there for sure, or he could just peel one out with the in-turn. I like the run double here. I'm going to jinx him, but he hasn't made any mistakes so far in this game. Very clean performance by the skip from the Nutana. Probably want to hit somewhere around half a rock, maybe a hair more than half a stone. Drive the yellow back onto the green. Possibility to kill them both. Could also make it on the nose and clip it out the other way. So 2 options here.
Yep, yes! Really hard. Hard! Really hard! Hard! Right up! Right up! Right up!
And there it is. That was a danger, like I said, in playing that shot. I think I would have separated the stones. I get it. They had to take the gamble. They thought they're down a bunch, but wasn't really a great opportunity to set up a 3, and a great shot there by Daryl bails them out of trouble. So Glenn will go back to work trying to muster up a skip's deuce here. He's going to play the in-turn draw around this rock, just biting the 12-foot. Not even sure if it's on the rings. It's in a good spot to draw around, though. Boys haven't laid a lick to it yet. He's got a lot of ring to draw to, though. This thing's okay, even if it's in the back 8-foot. Just needs to be shot rock buried, essentially. Might pop out the other side. That really died. They didn't lay a brush to it. That finish. Front of the tee. I think we'll see the run back again. No, just made it down this path. Doesn't have to be too fancy with this one. You just want to make the green rock go away. Be a great force coming out of the break.
I'm not gonna whip this one quite as hard. I threw that kind of curly, so I throw this good, firm, it'll be good.
So firm weight, out turn run back here. Chance to force. Total control of this game so far from start to finish. These guys won the Canadian Championship, the Canadian Everest Seniors in 2019. Love to add another one to their resume. Perfect shot here. Very impressed with these guys. Hasn't been a ton of pressure on them, but that's mostly because of how well they've played.
Hack weight or? It's up to you.
Two choices. You could play a little hack weight
right?
chaser, or you could draw the full 4-foot. Skip's choice. He's going to go with the hack waiter here. Facing 3 counters. I think the hack waiter is much tougher than the draw. But if Glenn's feeling this, he's going to take it on. Chance to put a single on the board, narrow the gap down to 4 points.
Yep.
On it right out of his hand.
Hard. Hard.
Can't afford to clip this front one, or it could be 4.
Hard. Hard.
And he is all over the guard here. That was a tougher shot than it needed to be. I like the draw there for sure. Rolls in and out,
yellows.
counts the back one. There's going to be 2 yellows on the board, and at the end of 5, Saskatchewan extends their lead to 8-1. So this one's officially gotten a bit out of control as Saskatchewan leads by a touchdown, maybe easing some of the pain of their riders losing on Sunday. Rory looking to continue his perfect game here. Just wants to throw this one into the 8-foot, the 4-foot, somewhere around the center line.
That's all here. No, that's all. I think he's still good. Pretty good at it. Good shot, right?
Place your rocks the way is Rory this game. Rory's doing it this game. You can play at any level, any age group. He's made it tough so far on the team from the Yellowknife Curling Center. They're 0-3. A loss wouldn't officially do it, but I think that would sort of end their hopes of getting out of the pool. Start with 14 teams in the men's and ladies. They play 2 different pools of 7. You play a 6-game round robin. The top 4 from each pool advance. You then cross over to play the teams from your other pool before we hit the final playoff round. Our champions will be declared on Saturday. So I'd say your max loss in the round robin is probably you want to be no worse than 3 wins and 3 losses, and even then you might need some help in terms of a tiebreaker scenario.
Mine's going to be good. Just let her die. It's good.
Another good one here out of Rory.
Not frozen.
That one was easy on the sweepers too. I could have got that one there even,
Well,
I
you got the
think.
guard in the right spot, so. You got this all day.
Again, I don't know if it matters a
Yeah, you
whole
got this
lot
all
in an
day.
8-1 game,
You know
but
the
if your
staff,
kid's watching at home, you
same way
don't
in
want
practice.
this one in the rings. You want to be short. You could guard or draw around this guard if you want, but short of the rings, or you could throw a corner guard to the other side.
No, like.
No advantage to going in the rings this early, and you're not using the free guard zone to its full effect. So
Whoa, 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 whoa.
and again, the ice curls so much here, that comes out the other side. So I think Corey here could make a play on this. And now you're down to just a single corner guard. So again, in this situation, it might not matter a whole bunch. That guard's in play, but not really. If he hits it, he was probably going to miss the back one.
Hard. Clean. Good. Yeah, roll it out if you can.
Good clean throw there. Hit and stay on the nose. Another come around attempt here. Franz Juba.
Yeah.
Big scrub by the boys here.
That's good, that's good. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Able to navigate the guard. Want it to stop now so it doesn't pop out the other side. That ends up in a very nice spot. I think you see a peel here now out of Saskatchewan. Beautifully placed stone there though by France.
Clean. Yep. Yes. Clean. Clean's good.
No mistake on the peel. They could replace that guard or freeze to the yellow rocks right on the forefoot. I think I'd throw one guard up.
Throw us, Corey.
Glenn's gonna opt to throw the freeze tap here. Like to sort of nose the second shot rock in front of the one on the button here. Just sort of back ring weights. Don't throw it hard enough that if you miss everything, your shooter goes through the rings.
Wait, close.
It's always tough, as I say, to tap a rock
No,
up that's
not yet.
behind the tee line. Really nice weight
Not
there.
bad.
Actually might set up a jam here. If you play it off of here, could come into there somewhere. So they're going to be a little bit careful peeling this one out. They're not even going to take it on for now. They're just going to play.
Go regular.
Play a peel on what is fourth shot.
Clean. Clean.
I don't think there's any reason to stick around here.
Clean. Little soft.
Up 7.
Yep. 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 Let's roll it out if we can. Good. Good.
I think I'd sort of draw down in this situation right here. I like that early in the end. There's plenty of time to deal with this. Just play a little intern freeze off the center. Make Saskatchewan choose which rock they're going to deal with. You can make that freeze well enough because of this. It sort of protects the out-turn peel. They're going to opt to play towards the centers, group their stones. It'll give Saskatchewan a lot of time to blast their way out. And there'll be one last rock that they have to blast out, as this one's going to coast through the rings.
Too heavy.
Just a mistake there by Brian sliding through.
This is going right on there. I think you just got to come down and tap it a bit.
Daryl thinks it's going right on there. I don't think it even matters if it does, to be honest.
Just jiggle it.
You could rip that. Even if it goes into there, you get rid of this back yellow backing.
Because we killed both of ours.
Up 8. I think you just want to get rid of those backstones.
It does, but we killed both of these, right? So,
I mean, you could throw a guard here if you're looking to cover the point spread, but ruthless. They're going to go with the guard. They're lying 2 right now, basically on the button. They threw this guard a whole bunch of times in the 4th when they stole 2. I think they'd like to be past the Everest here. Maybe throw a 1. I think that's the tightest guard. No, the 3. 3's the tightest guard. I'll have to check that with Ferb. He came up with that stupid system. It's actually a really good system. That one didn't work. That stopped more in the 2 ballpark.
Yeah, hack weight. Okay, same weight. I'll throw the same weight.
So there'll be access to the backstones here. I understand why Daryl played that shot. Certainly not the wrong shot. I like the hit better, but I mean, to each their own. Just not a perfectly placed guard from Mark. And now an opportunity here now for Brian to make a play on his green, move around those yellows. Early signal is wide, so they're trying to carve this. Doing a good job of it as well. Just a great scrub here by Richard. Yellow continues to lie 2.
A little light, eh?
Can make a play on either green one. It might be
Guarded again, but
talking about a guard again.
Yeah, if I come off of that. Even if I kill that one and run.
yeah.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think. I like it.
Just trying to discuss what weight they want to throw. They're going to come down, get rid of this one here
Just a hair warmer.
with the yellow. They could even get a little cheap feather tick off of the rock that's in the full 8 foot where the broom is. Be tough for the team from Yellowknife to score if he makes this one perfect. He has been precise the entire game. Darryl McKee throwing the skip rocks here for Saskatchewan, leading 8-1, playing the 6th. This should finish, especially if they can carve it a hair. That's really good. I think you can get rid of this guy and this guy, but this guy's not going anywhere if you play the out turn. You could play the in turn, hammer this rock. Better angle to get all 3 for sure. Problem is you're going to leave a wide open hill. I mean, problems are deeper than that.
When it curled, it curled.
Yeah, at the end. We got
Trailing 8-1, just trying to find a way in to allow Glenn to have a shot to score. Again, this has been a flawless performance by the team from Saskatoon, former champions of this event. I think they're the only men's players in the field to win a Grand Slam title. Rory and Darryl won the 2002 Grand Slam Masters. So they're going to play the in-turn, short little slash here. Trying to move as much yellow as they can.
Yeah, normal.
Glenn's been looking at a lot of yellow rocks every time he comes up to throw. Richard's back on the carve here just to get a piece, trying to carve this one over. Got all the yellows moving, but they're still going to lie 2. But he still has this out-turn draw. If you're green, he's also got this tap, so there will be, that shot did its job. There will be an opportunity here to score for the Northwest Territories, but single, in my opinion, is not going to be enough. Good shot of what he's facing there. You can see that out-turn draw is wide open. We've seen it lots. It just swoops right in there.
We haven't played this side a lot.
It's probably easier than the tap, to be honest. Not sure Daryl's missed this game either. His final shot here in 6. He's trying to guard the tap opportunity for the Northwest Territories, forcing them to the outturn draw.
There it goes. There it goes.
Whoa, no, just clean.
Yep.
Just clean.
Beautiful spot in the ice here. You see all that late finish. They're worried they might have to carve it, but it just gently makes its move there. Ice technicians here have done an amazing job. Now just a draw for 1. Needs a piece of the Everest button here. Be nice to see him make this, put another point up on the board. It's not like he's played poorly. He just has not had a lot of opportunity in this game. They've been out-curled against Saskatchewan, one of the best teams in this field coming into it, and they've proven to be so far. They could run the record up to 3-1 here. This is going to be tight for line, but he's got tons of weight, so they're sort of caught in between.
Yeah, goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Just squeaks past the guard. Need it to stop now. They could come on to the back one. I'm not sure they'd be shot, though. And they won't. So it's another steal of 1. And that will be the ball game. Make the final. Saskatchewan 9, the Northwest Territories 1. Saskatchewan moves to a record of 3-1. The Territories have probably been eliminated at 0-4. My name is Peter Stesky. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back on tonight at 8 p.m. That's all for now from the Everest Canadian Senior Curling Championships in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario.
Thanks.